Hello, boxing fans around the world. Thanks for joining me once again here on on Talkin Fight. All right, we're gonna have some headlines to report on today that do not feature either Jake Paul or the heavyweight division. Instead, we're gonna start off the show with a bit of news out of one of our favorites, Ben Whittaker, who was in the Olympics, is now a pro, and he's set to fight over in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, on a fabulous undercard that's shaping up this Saturday night. Here we go. Let's start off with fresh from his incredible debut. Rising British boxing superstar Ben Whittaker returns to the ring for his second fight this weekend as he faces a former foe in Saudi Arabia. The Team GB Olympic silver medalist had everybody talking when he began his professional career in blistering fashion in Bournemouth just 3 weeks ago. In a dazzling display, Benzo, who's also known as the Surgeon, showed why many believe he is destined for world title glory as he blasted away Greg O'Neill with a devastating second round stoppage. He's now trained by Sugar Hill Stewart, and the 25-year-old has matched his impressive in-ring prowess with an entertaining combination of bravado and showboating to immediately get fight fans excited about him, without a doubt. The Birmingham light heavyweight, Whittaker, now 25, will go toe-to-toe with unbeaten Croatian boxer Peter Nosic, 6-0, in a 6-round contest as part of the action-packed undercard, as I said, before the main card airs live and exclusively on Sky Sports box office. So there you go, some good news out of Jeddah that does not involve heavyweights. Moving along to women fighting. One of Britain's longtime favorite veterans is returning to the ring. She returned after a 4-year absence, I believe this past December, but she's back again, and she's going to be fighting for a Commonwealth Super Featherweight title. Her name is Krissy Shergold, and insists that becoming the Commonwealth Super Featherweight champion might only be the beginning of her resurgence. She gets home advantage when BCB Promotions staged their first show at the Riviera International Center in Devon with a fight night scheduled for Friday, September 2nd. Shergold, who was born and bred in Torbay, goes in for arguably her most major title to date, some 14 years on from when she made her first fight debut. The 41-year-old now has held a lesser-known WIBF and GBU world belts, along with challenging for the GBC bubble way back in 2008. She ripped those drafts from Kalapi Kadruni in July 2018, with both title tests seeing her compete the 10-round distance that Commonwealth Challenge is set for. Quick little note here, she goes, I'm a Torbay girl through and through, although my boxing and social media platforms say that I come from Exeter. A bit of a tech dinosaur, so I'm not sure what's happened there. I've been pretty inactive for the past 4 years, but it's good to get out again just before Christmas. And that was in December 2021. And that was her first bout in 3 years. I felt the ring rust, and it took me just a couple of rounds to find my range, but I got the win, and now it's straight back into a 10-rounder. After I fought in 2018, my left shoulder went in training 2 months later, and I had surgery out on it in 2019. There's a lot more to do than they thought. I had my arm in a sling for 6 weeks, and shoulder injury like that is always going to be serious for a boxer. Took a long time to get back, but my shoulder is fine now. I had already hurt my left hand against Beck Connolly in 2018. In one fight before that, I hit her with a jab and overstretched all the ligaments in my index finger. Wow, she had some tough goes here. But anyway, she's, as I said, set to fight once again in a big battle coming up called Rumble on the Riviera, where she goes toe-to-toe against Victoria Wilkinson. Also on that fight, you'll see Christy Brereton, as well as James Drummond, Des Newton, Chris Adawat, Sam Smith, and Matisse Rowan. Not to mention Christy Brereton's opponent, Shannon Willey. Good stuff out of BCB Promotions. We look forward to hearing the results of that clash in September. Let's move along now to yes, this is going to be, I'm going to explain to you the full card because Adrian Corona, as you know, pulled out of a fight, and in a last-minute decision, promoters brought in Sergey Lipinets. So now in an all-action crossroads clash, former world champions Omar, Panterita, Figueroa Jr. will now battle Sergey Lipinets in a 12-round WBC Super Lightweight title eliminator, which is headlining live on Showtime this Saturday, August 20th, from the Hard Rock Live at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. This, by the way, is a PBC event. The telecast will also feature top 140-pounders Alberto Puello and Batir Akhmedov squaring off the vacant WBA Super Lightweight World Championship in the co-main event, and WBA Super Featherweight World Champion Roger Gutierrez defending his title against unbeaten Hector Garcia. In the telecast opener, Brandon Lee, one of the sport's most exciting prospects and biggest punchers, will take on Will Madera in the 10-round super lightweight bout. Additionally, we'll see coverage of unbeaten Cuban standout Lanier Perro battling Joel Caudle, an 8-round bout, an undefeated middleweight Fedor Serkazin taking on Gilbert Venegas Jr. in an 8-round duel. And that will be featured on, by the way, the Showtime Sports YouTube channel. I suppose that's free. So that's some good stuff out of Florida, taking place in Florida the same night that the big fight's going on down in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Elsewhere, we see that split team management are pretty proud of some of the victories that their fighters achieved, and they wanted us to let you know as well. Split team management's Omar Rosario remained undefeated with a 6-round unanimous decision over Esteban Munoz in a super lightweight bout. Took place at the Bayou Event Center in Houston, Texas, and 3 split team fighters registered impressive stoppages there. Highly regarded welterweight Giovanni Marquez stopped William Davis in round 2 of their scheduled 4-round bout. Heavy-handed Luis Acosta stopped tough Abdel Sauceda in round 4 of their 6-round lightweight contest. Acosta, by the way, is now 13-1 with 12 knockouts. Wow, not bad at all. And recent world title challenger Jessica Camara made her first knockout a memorable one as she took out 4-time world title challenger Simone da Silva in the 2nd round of their 8-round lightweight bout. Camara landed a crunching left hook to the ribs that made da Silva scream in agony as she hit the deck, and the fight was waved off 1 minute 32 seconds of round number 2. Camara, as you all know, fights out of Montreal, Canada, and is now 9-3 with 1 knockout. And da Silva, fighting out of Brazil, is now 17-22. Camara, by the way, is promoted by Dibella Entertainment. Finally, last story of today's episode, we'll go to Pedro Valencia's training camp for a few of his quotes. Undefeated super featherweight Pedro Valencia, he's 10-0, fighting out of Los Angeles, California, will put his unblemished record on the line when he clashes with fellow unbeaten foe Adrian Corona, also fighting out of Rialto, California, with a 9-1 record. Valencia versus Corona is an 8-rounder scheduled to take place again this Saturday night, same night that is going to be a big bout going on down in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and they'll set off a string of exciting prospects looking to become contenders. Valencia feels he has tremendous amount of momentum going into this fight. This is taking place at the Omega Products International Event Center in Corona, California. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, with the first fight starting at 8 p.m. And here's what Valencia had to say about his recent training camp that taking place in Southern California. We treated this camp like it's the most important fight of my career because it's essentially just that for us. All the road work, sparring, and strength and conditioning has been elevated for this camp. I've been busy, and I feel the momentum, and I'm going into this fight. What separates me from my opponent, I'm preparing to be the best shape of my life so I can go every minute of every round. And regarding his opponent, Adrian Corona, he goes, I know of him. I know he trains with Ben Lira, who's a great trainer. I've seen him fight in the Los Angeles area, and I know what he does. I'm sure he knows what I do. The problem for Corona is you can't teach power, and he doesn't hit hard enough to keep me off him. This is the biggest fight to date for me against another fighter from neighboring city, Southern California. I know that the fans are going to go crazy for this one since we both have large fan bases that will be in attendance. I believe my power will be the difference in this fight, and I see myself with my hands raised afterward. Well, there you go, fight fans. Thanks for joining me here on not Knuckle Up, but boxing news headlines today. Thanks for joining me. Remember, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you later on Knuckle Up, featuring Mike Orr and Cedric Van at 4 p.m. Eastern Time.